Hi everybody, thanks for joining us for Northern Ag TV. The Make America Healthy Again Commission released its much anticipated report that centered mainly on the health of children. Now the report made a clear effort to mention the role of farmers in feeding and clothing the nation and world, but the ag industry pushed back staunchly against the report and some of its recommendations around pesticides. Now President Trump in the press conference specifically mentioned farmers.
I have to say we have the greatest farmers in the world, and we love our farmers, and we want to pay respect to our farmers, and we always will. And we won the farmers by a lot in the election, in every election, all three elections, and we won by a lot, and I will never forget that, and they are foremost in our thought.
Then Trump asked Kansas Senator Roger Marshall to speak to how farmers are continually trying to be better conservationists.
It does start with the farmer. It starts with soil health. And I just want you to know that our farmers are so committed to this as well. And so many of them are already doing great things. They're making the soil healthier. They're using less pesticides. They're doing all the right things. It's going to take a little bit more effort and time to get everybody with those practices. But the American farmer and rancher were the original environmentalists, the original conservationists, and they'll be right here working beside us. And we appreciate your support of them as well.
Thank you, Roger.
Ag groups warned that the report could harm public perception of U.S. food production. American Farm Bureau President Zippy Duvall said the report mentions outlier studies on products like glyphosate that present unproven theories. Though the report raises health concerns about crop protection tools, its recommendations carry no legal weight, and the EPA remains the lead regulator of pesticides. The National Association of Wheat Growers said the report includes misleading claims that could undermine public trust and urged the Trump administration to ensure future commission work is guided by sound science. Well, this week, the Montana Stockgrowers Association will hold their annual mid-year meeting in Butte the 28th through the 30th. I spoke with President Leslie Robinson, who said they have a packed schedule of speakers, committee meetings, the foundation fundraiser, and a little Butte history, too.
We have Brian Bledsoe, who does our weather outlook. Not always good news, but at least it gives you a management tool. Kim Brackett, who is the NCBA Vice President, she's going to come and speak to us, and somebody from Cattle Facts also in our closing general session. And Chris Fisk, who's a historian from Butte, is going to come give us the history of Butte. It doesn't matter if you are a member or not. You are welcome to come, and we'd love to have you. Come on down.
Prior to the Montana Stockgrowers meeting in Butte, the Board of Livestock will hold a public hearing on a request by Dillon Livestock to add 4 additional sale dates this fall. Owner Barry McCoy says the 3 special feeder sales and a bred cow sale are needed to allow them to better serve buyers and consigners. However, the Board of Livestock and others in the industry expressed concern about allowing a sale on the same day as Headwaters Livestock just 85 miles away, and the precedent it could set for other markets wanting to add additional sales. Stick with us, we'll be right back with the markets.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.
Talking with someone that you know is stressed out, those are difficult things to approach, but if you're good friends with those people, reach out and say, I'm here to talk to you. We can find somewhere to get some assistance. It's hard to get involved, but at the same time, you want to just say, hey, there is help available.
For more tips in dealing with stress in agriculture or for free counseling for egg producers, visit beyondtheweather.com.
Well, coming back from the Memorial Day weekend, the cattle futures trade may be looking at the cattle on feed report that came out Friday afternoon. Now, there weren't a lot of surprises in that report. It did continue to reflect tightening supplies in feed yards. Placements into feedlots down 3% from a year ago. Marketing's also down 3%, and total inventory in feed yards down 1.5%. Now, the market did rally last week in response to cash-fed cattle trade, surprising us by coming in higher. Packers have bought a lot of cattle for deferred delivery, but boxed beef prices continuing to increase encourage packers to pay up to own the cattle. $4 better on the live sales from $328 to $331. Dress deals from $360 to $367. Good demand on pairs at Buffalo Livestock. The market was topped by some 5- and 6-year-old pairs at $4,400, 2- and 4-year-olds selling $3,650 to $4,300. A smaller run at Stockman's Livestock due to the recent rain, but still a strong market with 5-weight steers bringing $395 to $429, 6-weights from $350 to $380, and the 6-weight heifers selling $322 to $366. And the grain market did pick up some ground last week, support coming from a decline in winter wheat condition ratings and concern about disease issues. There was also some profit taking in that oversold market. Nearby spring wheat able to get above the $6 mark, and September winter wheat, despite a lower finish Friday, still above $5.50. Well, thanks for joining us for today's report. I'm Coulter Brown. Have a great week.